I got $150 of camping gear and RV accessories from TEMU, the online marketplace where $150 actually gets you a lot of stuff. But will gear this inexpensive really work? We're about to find out. My haul consists of a variety of items from outdoor recreation and camping gear to RV tools and accessories. I got a camp table, a 5-gallon folding bucket, an inflatable lounger, a hiking backpack, a 40-liter dry bag, car seat covers, a set of taillights, and a hole saw to install the taillights. I've used and tested each of the items to assess their individual merit and to assess my personal expectations of TEMU in general. Because this is my first experience with the big online retailer, and all I knew about TEMU going into this was that they have low prices. If you like to shop on your phone, you can scan this QR code to download the TEMU app, and if you search this code, you can get a $100 coupon bundle for even more savings. So here we go, starting with the camp table. It is easy to set up and is more sturdy than I was expecting it to be, which is great. We will use it like a camp end table, somewhere to set a drink or a book while we're relaxing outside. It is a perfect size and height for this. The only negative point I have about the table is not actually about the table itself, but rather the carrying bag. It is still technically functional, but I felt right away that it was a flimsy bag, and it is already starting to show signs of fatigue around the seams. The car seat covers I ordered had a colorful design that I liked. They are basic fabric seat covers, as expected, and they would have been fine except for that I ordered seat covers for seats with adjustable headrest, and I received covers for seats without headrest. I didn't have the time before my camping trip to send them back, so I just made them work for the seats, and went without covers on the headrest. The seat covers seem to be of a decent quality, so it's too bad that I received the wrong ones. TEMU does offer free shipping on items shipped from TEMU, and free returns for up to 90 days. So, if I was more patient, I could have ordered different seat covers and returned the ones that didn't fit my seats. Next up, I'm taking a look at the backpack. I like the size and simplicity of the pack for day hikes. I can pack water, a snack, and a couple other small things in the bag, and strap a tripod to the outside if I'm planning on doing any filming. I was able to adjust the shoulder, chest, and compression straps to make the bag comfortable and compact, but the basic waist belt never really felt comfortable, so eventually I just stopped trying to use it altogether. The pack does have some foam and mesh to pad your back and encourage airflow. It works about as well as any other non-frame pack I've tried, which is about all you can really hope for considering the price. Overall, I like the bag and will continue to use it for my day hikes. I was excited to try out the inflatable lounger. I've been curious about these things ever since I saw one on Instagram years ago, but was always kind of doubtful about how well they would work, so I never bought one. It was easy to inflate by swinging the open end into the wind and then rolling and clipping it closed like you would a dry bag. And once it was inflated, it was plenty comfortable to take a nap. When I tried to inflate the lounger on a day without wind, I wasn't able to get as much air into it, but I could still roll up the closure a few extra times to produce enough air pressure to use it. It was just too short for my feet to fit on it anymore. After laying on it for about an hour, it had lost too much air to be comfortable anymore, so my initial excitement turned to disappointment with this product. Next up, I tested out the 5-gallon folding bucket and 40-liter dry bag. I put enough water into the dry bag to easily cover all the seams at the bottom of the bag, and filled the bucket about halfway. Then I hung them up for 6 hours. When I came back to check on them, they were both dry on the outside, so they both passed my test. I got some new tail lights to replace the ones I broke on my last little four-wheel drive adventure. So I got 6 lights in total, and I'm going to test each of them to make sure that they work before I start trying to install them. And to do that, I'm going to use this extra starter battery I have kicking around, and we'll just test each of the leads on each of the lights. Black to negative and the colored wire to positive. We got 2 good blinkers. The red ones are going to be our tail lights for when we're driving in dark, as well as the brake lights. They have 2 leads going to the positive side. So we ground it, and we'll start with the blue wire. That's our running light. Red wire is the tail light, so it's a little brighter. 1 good brake light. Same thing here. Ground to black. That's our brake light. And the running light. Both of those are good. And then our reverse lights. That one's good. And pass with flying colors. We got 6 good lights. To install the brake lights, I also got this hole saw from TEMU. I am mounting the lights in 22 gauge steel, which is 1/32 of an inch thick. And I needed to cut 6 holes through the steel, 1 for each light, to mount the lights. The hole saw worked well at first, but quickly started struggling to cut through the steel, and completely stopped working after only 3 holes. The saw teeth had completely worn flat. I expected this to happen eventually, but I thought it would last a bit longer than this. I'd say that the hole saw is a decent purchase if you are cutting materials softer than mild steel, and you don't need to cut very many holes. Once I finished my light mounts, the lights installed easily by pressing the grommets into the holes, then pressing the lights into the grommets. I wired them into the vehicle wiring harness, and everything worked as expected. My overall experience with the TEMU marketplace is that you can find a wide variety of things at low prices, and you will score a good product sometimes, like I did with the camp table. But most things are going to be of a basic quality that you would expect for such a low price. So if you're shopping for something that you are particular about and you want it to last a long time, you will probably be better off looking elsewhere. But if you are shopping for something basic, or you just need something to last for one trip or one project, then TEMU could be a great place for you to find a good deal. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to check out TEMU for yourself, you'll find some useful links down in the description box, including opportunities for even more savings on TEMU's already low-priced products. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.